Oh, hello, good morning and welcome to Durham City. And we've just come down from Newcastle. If we can do as well here as we did there, we won't be doing so bad. So welcome along. It's November 2022. It's the 23rd, which is St. Cecilia's date. Yes, there you go. Like to know these things, don't you? Anyway, what we're going to see here, we shall see what we shall see. Reconstruction of the new bus station, or refurbishment of the old one, whichever way you'd like to put it, is yeah, unbelievably still ongoing. How long does it take to build a little bus station? Oh dear, I tell you what, our productivity rates in the UK are pathetic. Anyway, enough of that. Enough of the jollity. Let's get on with the job in hand and go and see what we do see and make sure we get a good record of it. And you never know, we might even squeeze in something else today. So I'll have a chat with you during the course of the film, or catch up at the end. Probably both. See you later. Just got the brolly up again. I won't have it up more than I need to, particularly if the wing picks up, because it sort of nearly has a Mary Poppins effect. Flies away with me. It starts the screen reeling around, and like I'm sort of pirouetting. Yeah, I've had a sort of just a quick peek out, and it definitely is raining. Any buses? No. Oh, get another shot of the Poppy bus. I wonder when they finish the bus station rebuild if there'll be anything taking regard to bus enthusiasts and photographers. Not usually. And they're supposed to take all users into consideration. Some places they just don't bat an eyelid at the sight of cameras. Down south it's very seldom any problem. It's mainly Midlands and the north, certainly the northeast, and well, to a degree north Manchester, but I've got a pass for there. I've got one for London. Probably one of the very few people who have a pass to take video in any Transport for London facility. Oh, we're flicking around here. Oh, galloping around. I was chatting away and almost missed that, didn't I? And oh, Dave, you were reminiscing about hassles at bus stations. Yes, I was even assaulted by a bus station manager in Stratford in London, and that's how come I got the permit to film on any of their facilities. It was the settlement. Didn't cost them a penny other than getting the secretary to do a little letter for me, and that was an amicable settlement of the incident. It took a bit of time to get there though. I got assaulted last by a driver that was in Derby, and that was a Trent Barson lady driver, believe it or not. She packed quite a punch. She had to get out of her vehicle, walk back to the roundabout outside the town hall, and come up onto the roundabout, and then come up, had a go at me, gave me a mouthful full, and then thumped me. I registered a complaint, but I never had anything, any feedback or apology whatsoever. Trent Bartons, I won't give you tuppence for them. I suppose Stagecoach over the years, being one of the biggest, I've had the most incidents with. Some of the worst ones were down at Exeter. I had a driver actually drove off the road, up mounted the pavement and tried to mow me down. I don't think he even got an apology for that one. Oh yeah, I think I did. I probably did. You know, also contrasts so much when I'm out filming or photographing lorries, and I think only twice worldwide have I ever had any hassle. Well, the only difference, they're fairly big vehicles, but I think carrying passengers seems to be the problem. I know during the pandemic, I know a lot of the drivers were relieved, and so it was the happiest days of their life. They drove the bus round and they didn't have to carry many passengers. Mind you, there's a sort of plus side, places you wouldn't necessarily instantly think of. I know had some great times at Mansfield, drivers coming over and giving me literature. Of course, some of them know exactly who I am and want to make sure they get to see a clip, at least, of what I've taken. Get that with lorry drivers. Because I only put on the net for free the trailers on YouTube. Well, not the whole thing, of course, but that you'll have to either get the DVD or a digital download. Ooh. Bus and train, there we go. Double your money. Oh, who used to sing that? Yeah, I know, you're not old enough to know. Double your money, take it away. Michael Miles. Oh, we've got a nice queue backing down the hill into the makeshift You couldn't give it the sort of credit of being a bus station by any status. It's a few stops along a steep road, and then a few bits of old barriers scattered around. You know, it's just typical of the sort of thing you'd get for a bus station, because they don't really give. Oh, it's a spin round there. That's an Aussie. Oh, that's not in the manual of what you should do when you're making a film. You shouldn't pan round looking for a subject. That's what they say, not what we say, though, is it? Well, it's your old mate Dave Spencer back with you, another destination under the belt for this year 2022, and it's been a pleasure having you along with us on this visit. Quite interesting in this part of the world, lots of different liveries, and always something different happening, isn't it? And of course the temporary bus stops, not much good, was it? I've seen better temporary bus stations than that, yeah. So anyway, stay well, stay safe, be good, and if you can, be nice to other people, because we are living through difficult times everywhere around the globe. Things are difficult, prices zooming, energy prices zooming, food prices zooming, distribution chains disrupted, wars in Europe. We could go on, we won't. I don't want to depress you. And it's been wonderful having you all along with us, as it always is. And if you want, why don't you come on another one of our adventures? You're very welcome. So remember, God willing, we're all going to meet up again soon, and another one of our transport outings. So from me, for now, bye everybody, goodbye.